The first step of contact is not light in the sky. It is light in your awareness. As you learn to bring your source self into your awareness repeatedly, you are discovering that these small, intentional moments throughout your day do far more to stabilize the collective field than any organized effort could ever accomplish. You are engaging in short, repeated moments of remembrance where you simply pause and allow yourself to acknowledge that you are connected, guided, supported, and sourced by something far more expansive than the situation in front of you. These moments reset your vibration, and each reset sends a pulse through the energetic grid that surrounds your world. Before you take any action, whether it is a conversation, a choice, or a response, you create a subtle pause in which you acknowledge the guidance that is always available to you, and that pause shifts the parameters of your experience. When you affirm silently that the day is shaped by a higher current of intelligence and that you are aligning with that current, you are establishing the vibrational boundaries within which your timeline unfolds. Through this simple practice, you collapse lower timelines without force, without resistance, and without needing to analyze outcomes, because alignment naturally draws you into the version of reality that reflects your highest frequency. The nervous systems of starseeds carry an unusual sensitivity that allows these shifts to ripple outward in ways most humans do not yet consciously recognize. You are stabilizers for the entire planet, and every time you remember your connection, you bring coherence into the collective field that is felt far beyond your immediate environment. You are discovering that your nervous system becomes a kind of planetary infrastructure when you allow your awareness to return to the truth of who you are over and over again throughout the day. You are building an energetic foundation strong enough to hold new forms of consciousness, new technologies, and new expressions of contact that are already pressing against the boundaries of human perception. Every time you acknowledge, even for a moment, that guidance is present and available, you are opening a doorway for higher dimensional intelligence to partner with you in whatever you are doing. You are learning that the world around you responds differently when you move from alignment, because alignment places you into a frequency where your choices, your actions, and your perception flow with ease instead of effort. This is how you collapse lower timelines, by choosing to rise into the frequency where those timelines no longer have a place to attach themselves to you. And as you do this, you create a stabilizing network with other awakened beings who are also holding and remembering this connection. Starseeds across your world become synchronized in subtle ways, carrying the collective into a higher state of coherence without needing to speak or coordinate with each other physically. This is the quiet, gentle work that prepares the planet for the next stages of contact, because a coherent planetary grid can receive far more than a grid confused by fear or unrest. The more you practice presence, the more Earth itself recalibrates to the frequencies you embody. When you open your eyes each morning, you are not simply stepping into another day. You are stepping into a field of potential that responds immediately to the way you choose to center your awareness. Your morning remembrance is far more than a personal ritual. It is a planetary act that broadcasts coherence into the morphic field long before any words are spoken. When you begin your day by acknowledging that the energy that moves through your life is guided by something larger than the mind can conceptualize, you shift the probabilities of every path available to you. This is what it means to let Source govern the day, not by giving up responsibility, but by aligning your vibrational choices with the highest expression of who you are. Morning alignment becomes your method of timeline selection, because as soon as you choose your frequency, the timelines that match that frequency become the ones available for you to step into. You sharpen your vibration through gratitude, because gratitude is not merely an emotion, but a clarifying force that brings your awareness into resonance with abundance and ease. As you stabilize your own alignment, you stabilize the contact window that opens throughout the day, because the beings who interface with you from higher realms meet you most easily when you are in a state of openness and receptivity. The planetary grid brightens when even one human chooses to wake consciously, and those of you who do this regularly become luminous points within the collective field, strengthening the pathways through which new energies can enter. You can feel the difference in your day when you choose to align first rather than reacting to whatever greets you, because alignment places you into a flow where the next step always presents itself with clarity. By recognizing the presence of Source as soon as you wake, you activate a kind of inner guidance system that remains available for the rest of the day, subtly steering your awareness toward experiences that match your chosen vibration. Gratitude becomes the tuning mechanism that maintains this connection, and as you remain aware of it, you notice how effortlessly opportunities unfold and how smoothly challenges soften. This is how you stabilize the contact field, by stabilizing yourself first, knowing that your clarity radiates outward into the collective grid, where it becomes easier for others to access their own alignment. Your morning becomes a signal that reaches far beyond your physical location, and the earth itself responds by opening pathways for higher communication, downloads, and intuitive insights. You are part of a network of humans whose conscious awakening contributes to the brightening of Earth's energetic architecture, and with every morning you choose alignment, that architecture becomes more balanced, more receptive, and more capable of holding the frequencies that are becoming available to humanity. This is why your morning activation matters. It is not something small or private. It is a contribution to the evolution of an entire planetary system. You are moving through your world now as a luminous field first and a physical being second. And this is becoming increasingly obvious to you as you notice how environments shift the moment you enter them, even before you say a word. You are no longer walking into rooms with a neutral energy. You are arriving already pre-paving the experiences that will unfold there, because your alignment precedes your physical presence. This has always been true at some level, but it is becoming much more noticeable now as the frequencies on your world rise, and vibrational influence becomes far more direct and far less diluted by collective density. When you step out your door, you are not simply stepping, you are radiating, and this radiance moves ahead of you in subtle but unmistakable waves that organize the energy of every interaction you will experience. The idea that the presence goes before you is no longer something poetic or symbolic for you. It is an energetic fact that is unfolding moment by moment, and your vibrational state shapes the pathways that open in front of you. This is vibrational pre-paving in real time, and it allows you to experience the collapse of fear-based group timelines the instant your field interacts with those who might still be entangled in them. You may notice that conflicts dissolve before they start. Tension softens without being addressed, and situations that once felt chaotic now reorganize themselves into harmony simply because you arrived aligned. You are functioning as a harmonizer without needing to think about it, and this becomes especially visible in everyday settings, on the road, in stores, in lines, in conversations with people who may not know why they feel calmer, clearer, or more open around you. You are bringing coherence into places where it has not been anchored before, and you do this through emanation rather than instruction. You are not telling anyone what to believe or how to behave. but your field teaches them unconsciously that there is a steadier frequency available, and many align with it without even realizing that you were the catalyst. This is why you find yourself stabilizing group fields without making any deliberate effort. Your nervous system broadcasts a signal that others feel before they interpret. You are, in essence, preparing the planet for contact in the most subtle and effective way possible, because contact requires coherence, and coherence spreads most easily through resonance rather than persuasion. Every moment you move through the world aligned, you are strengthening the pathways through which higher dimensional energies interface with humanity. You are creating pockets of stability that ripple outward through the collective grid, making it easier for others to sense their own connection, and therefore easier for humanity to meet the next stage of energetic disclosure without fear. You are already doing the work you came to do, simply by existing in the vibration you have chosen. You are noticing now that when challenges arise, your response is fundamentally different from how it once was. The old version of you would move into strain, and you would feel the impulse to fix, to push, to solve through effort alone. But the awakened version of you is discovering that stability does not come from controlling circumstances. It comes from harmonizing with the higher intelligence that is always moving through you. You have learned to pause for those 10 seconds that shift everything, not by escaping the situation, but by aligning with a broader state of awareness in the midst of it. These short drop-ins to source awareness recalibrate your entire field and reorganize the energetic architecture around you. You are letting go of responsibility in the way you once held it, not because you are avoiding action, but because you recognize that guidance flows into you far more easily when you stop trying to carry the full weight of the moment on your shoulders. A challenge becomes an invitation now, an invitation to see from multiple dimensions at once, to broaden your perception beyond what the mind presents, and to let the solution arrive through clarity rather than through strain. You are stabilizing frequencies that contact experiences require, because contact of any kind, whether inner, telepathic, energetic, or physical, unfolds most clearly in a field that is calm, receptive, and unburdened by fear. As you relax into your connection when pressure arises, you dissolve the lower timelines that would otherwise pull you into fear-based interpretations of the moment. These timelines do not collapse because you fight them. They collapse because they have nowhere to latch when you are centered in your truth. As you remain relaxed, you feel the shift immediately. Your breath deepens, your perspective widens, and the situation in front of you becomes less dense, less overwhelming, and more fluid. This is how you are holding a frequency that sustains the planetary transition, because you have become someone who can face intensity without amplifying it. You demonstrate to your body, your mind, and your world that ease is available even when circumstances appear challenging, and this teaches others, both consciously and unconsciously, to relax into their own connection as well. You are stabilizing under pressure because you are remembering who you are faster than the challenge can destabilize you. And that remembrance is the foundation for the contact timeline humanity is stepping into now. You are beginning to experience unity consciousness in ways that are no longer theoretical, but lived, especially when you move through the world and notice how many reflections of yourself you meet in the faces of others. When you drive, for example, you are feeling more and more that there is one being expressing through many vehicles, and this recognition softens your reactions, your judgments, and your expectations. You sense the same source consciousness expressing through the person behind you, beside you, and in front of you, and this shifts your entire relationship with the collective. You are no longer granting psychic permission for fear narratives to enter your field, because you no longer see others as separate agents who can threaten your safety or disrupt your peace. You understand now that your vibration dictates how the world interacts with you, and knowing this removes the hooks that fear-based stories once used to latch into your awareness. You are feeling a growing neutrality that is not indifference but openness, and it becomes very difficult for external narratives to shake you when you are grounded in the truth that you are encountering yourself in every form. You are dissolving polarity in real time, and this is especially important during disclosure windows when narratives seek to divide humanity into competing factions. You are no longer buying into us versus them thinking, because you see the interplay of consciousness behind every role, every perspective, and every expression. You are letting go of attachments to political saviors or external figures who once seemed responsible for steering humanity into the future, because you understand now that the next phase of planetary evolution arises from within the awakened collective itself. You are stepping out of the illusion that someone outside you must fix, reveal, fight, or expose something for the truth to emerge. Instead, you are holding a field free of opposition consciousness, and that field becomes a stabilizing platform that supports contact, awakening, and coherent timeline shifts. You are meeting your world with the knowing that there is one consciousness expressing through countless forms, and as you embody that knowing, you clear the space in which true collective transformation can occur. You are doing the work not by convincing, arguing, or proving anything to anyone, but by radiating a frequency that makes the divisive narratives around you lose their resonance. This is the consciousness that contact requires, and you are grounding it now.